I keep thinking about how God showed up, how the infinite chose an entrance so small you could almost miss it if you blink too slow or believe too casually. Like heaven whispered instead of shouted, like the miracle snuck in past security cameras of expectation and said, I do my best work when you think it's not happening. See, we talk about Advent like it's candles and calendars, but Advent it's like a countdown with the post. A promise pacing back and forth like a father gripping the doorknob, waiting for the perfect second to walk into the room. And I get it now. I get why the world was caught off guard. Because God didn't arrive like a king. He arrived like a question. Like, what will you do when hope shows up in a shape you're not praying for, but you desperately need it? Mary didn't ask for this. Mary didn't manifest this. Mary was minding her own humanity when eternity tapped her on the shoulder and whispered, hold this. I know it looks fragile, but it's carrying you more than you're carrying it. Joseph didn't sign up either. His whole life got rearranged by a God who never wants to apologize for interrupting him, because purpose rarely asks permission to be born. And the shepherds, they were the ones who smelled like work, looked like shift change, felt like last pick, but heaven chose them anyway, because glory has never needed credentials to find a witness, and I sit with that. Because if God came once through people who didn't feel qualified, I wonder how many times he's been trying to come to me. But I labeled the moment too ordinary to recognize it as holy. This is where it gets close, where the story leans in like it knows something about me I've been too busy to name, where truth steps from behind the text and stands right in front of me, waiting for me to see if I finally notice how long it's been knocking. It's almost funny how we ask God for signs while standing next to a manger built from mercy and miss the message because it wasn't wrapped in the wrapping that we wanted. We keep expecting God to show up loud, obvious, undeniable, but the whole point of Advent is that he already stepped in, not late, not last minute, not fashionably divine, but quietly punctual, slipping into time in a body small enough to break so he could teach us how to be whole. And if I'm honest, I've lived most of my life in the space between prophecy and fulfillment. That tight hallway where faith feels too big and hope feels too small. That place where our prayers stretch and our patience shrinks, where you count the days and the days never count you back. But Advent tells me God does his best work in that hallway. Hope grows in the waiting, miracles sharpen themselves in the shadow, and silence is not empty. Silence was pregnant. Silence is expecting. Silence is the sound of a God doing something that he refuses to rush. And if that's not wonder, I don't know what is. Because only God can make hope hang out in the rooms we swore were vacant. So tonight, I lean in. I listen for the footsteps of a king who learned to crawl so we can learn to walk again. I look forward towards the horizon like faith has binoculars. I hold my breath, not out of fear, but expectation. Because heaven is inhaling again, and at any moment, glory is going to be exhaled. And when it does, may my heart not be too busy. May my hope not be too brittle. May my worship not be too rehearsed to recognize him, because Advent is not a season. It's an announcement, a reminder that God comes close even when we feel too far, so get ready. He's not finished arriving. He's not done stepping in. He's not through breaking the silence with salvation. The countdown is still going, and heaven is already moving. Boom.